Hello and welcome. Right, I have started the engines and I have got equipment ready. We're going to attack that so we can stick the old grass back in and crack on with the new. I also realised I saw in editing when I damaged that, and because of that, it is pushed me to do. What we're going to do is we're going to use the new one, the 4.5 meter. It suits the map better, and to be honest, almost all of this Let's Play we have observed that, apart from the fact that we needed a very reasonable seeder at the very beginning of this. So we're going to reject the seeds and fertilizer out of the old one, sell it, and we're going to go moving forward use just the 4.5 meter. We don't want any repeat performance of this. It was the wheels, it was too wide, and I was trying to not to hug too close to the fence, and it was, yeah, I just literally caught the edge of that really and I was paying attention to it. So yeah, it's a bit too big for the map really, and I didn't listen properly. So yeah, I've got that in position. I just need to get this, and of course the one advantage to this is it is 150 tons limit, so it will empty straight into this. But I'm really, that's not really my worry, because we can sort of, if we put this right, I can literally empty straight into the back. So really it's not like we'd be, I mean, look at that. Yeah, again, it doesn't empty the right place. That's the one thing I am going to say. So let's try, and I wanted the A because I thought, let's use the right tractor for this, because this is one of the most agile tractors we've got. Yeah, I think it is a little bit further as well, but it doesn't like to do it. It's really weird, this is. It's in the wrong place, isn't it? We need to really be the wrong side of this to make it actually empty, where you're almost missing the trailer is really the trick to this, which is a little bit silly. So I need to aim to miss, basically, for this to work at all. And it's still hitting. It is still very hit and miss. Like, to me, that looks like I am missing, or I'm actually just over the edge of it. So, right, let's grab another tractor. Let's grab you, Massey. Now we're going to nudge that, aren't we, in trying to get to it. As I say, it's a bit of a... And this time I have actually got that on the silage itself. So, oh, did I switch it on? I switched the engine on. That's not the same as switching it on. Aha, see, and that is the problem. Yeah, oh, okay, straight in there. It's all my life. Yeah, I think we're hitting the trailer. Yeah, just a little. Oh, my life. Yeah, my bad. Oh, it's actually going straight into the trigger. No, it's not. It is. Thank goodness. I was going to say, I hope it's not going in the trigger, because we really don't. Oh, please tell me that's not gone somewhere else. Where? That doesn't even accept silage, does it? Looks like it's emptied the silo. Please don't tell me that's done something weird. We had 100 odd tons in that. We've got 30 tons in there. Yeah, you can't put silage in there. So where is that? Oh, please don't tell me there's some sort of weird glitch where... it's done it into the ground or something, because we had 100 tons. In fact, yeah, no, it was about 100 tons. It wasn't much more than that, really. If it has done some weirdness like that, are we going to literally, yeah, we'll buy and give ourselves the money back, because we all know that there was no cheating. We did have 100 tons, and that's somehow, yeah, I'm going to say, I know that doesn't accept silage at that. Let's grab that last little bit into storage, and then we'll go forward and we'll see what is in there. Still gets me every single time when you do that. Right, we're going to switch that engine off now. Just make it high. I'm going to stick it by the tree, I think. Oh, yeah, but then it's awkward. It's awkward next time to get it back. It's what I found last time. It is a perfect place to store it in, so much as right. Let's pull around a little bit. It is, but then it's getting it back in that corner was not bad. I was tempted to stick another shed back there, but I think I'm right. I think we're going to start to go outside. And also now it's not so much as sticking into the character of, it's now working with the farm. We've got a couple of the original nice ones that go with this, but I think we're going to go with what suits us now. Yeah, I'm not going to. What I'm trying to say is I'm not going to have just the 1,200, because obviously another thing to that factor was the fact that we really had no money as well at that particular stage. I remember I even selling the gates, and that made me did us yeah. And I remember I've got the forage wagon as well. Right, that's perfect. Lovely. No, we don't want to refill the conveyor belts. Right, so now then, what did we get? 53. It's lost 47 tons. Please let's see that it's not gone into the silo or something silly like that, because that's lost us like over. It was something like 102 tons. I don't know where that could possibly have gone, but let's just check that it's not done something silly like it's stuck it in the main silo, or yeah, I don't want to be like, yeah, it has. It's literally, whoa. I've never seen that before. It just literally gets rid of that amount of silage. So right, we're going to stick 102 odd tons in, and we're going to give ourselves the money straight back. Not because we need the money, but because that's not fair. And then we're going to stick the grass and get on with the work. Ooh. I do love this little AV, I've got to be honest. It is has gone into my top tractors list for going forwards. Yes, it's not powerful, but then neither's the Fendt GT. That doesn't stop that being a favourite of mine either. Actually, yeah, I'm not thinking about this, am I? This is pulling 53 tons and is managing it. And this is a little tractor. Yeah, it's struggling, which it would do. Yeah, we need the big beast really. We'll fill the 100 and something tons, see what we need. Got to be careful here. $11,553. Brilliant. Okay, now then, I'm not even going to... Oh, actually, no, I am. Yeah, for posterity, how do you manage to pull 103 tons? About the same as you did 50 odd tons. That's not bad at all. Right, so then we need to be taking this 100 and odd tons and sticking that in the... Now, the bad thing about this is this is what I was saying. This is causing us issues now, the fact that we haven't got like a multi-fruit. Because with having this amount of silage, there's nowhere for me to stick it. So I'm not sure whether we're going to stick... Let's take stock of what we need to do. Let's stick that back on there. Yeah, we've got grass to collect off that other field, but we said we were not going to worry about that. We're going to literally do that next time when we do the other field, but we are going to stick this in. But yeah, this is causing us issues. This actually, there is one thing I am going to say, and that is, I know I would never choose to do this, and sometimes this type of thing where you buy in the sales, I never looked, and I knew it was this. Never looked at its whether it was the big or the small one. I always only buy when I say small, I mean yeah, the 20 to 30 tonner, a standard trailer. It's still slightly bigger than, oh, it doesn't like turning, which I can understand. The pressure on that hitch is going to be tremendous. Yeah, we need to come a little bit wider than that. Yeah, and straighten up. Yeah, and one more time we should do it. Yeah, so we're going to use the front cultivator and our new planter stroke seeder, because it's a bit of a special on that one. And now going forwards, I'm going to remember that it is only 23,000. I think I'll probably be using that as if I've got nothing, if I can afford it. That's why I often go for the 6,000 one. Money was really tight on this particular Let's Play, so therefore we could not afford to do it. It is resisting me turning a little, yeah, because the AB is a brilliant steer, but it's putting pressure on the hitch. Nevertheless, I am very impressed with that. Right, I'll take all of that and yeah. Now that's the point. Have we fed the animals? That is what I do want to know. I think I did. I vaguely remember. It's a trouble when you go through cycle. Yeah, 30,000 out of 32. So we definitely have slurry is starting to tick up again. Or did we? No, we must have taken one out, and that's what's left afterwards. That is oh, did I see straw? Yeah, I did. Smash it. We need to top up some more straw. Later on, that should actually accept that. While we've got the AB, let's have a little pop around, because yeah, I know. There's another cut. We just did the cut, didn't we? And there's still some grass left on that other field. Is where we left, I think. So it's hard when you're steering this because it's so good. It's weird. The HDZ is following me. Almost every Let's Play where I go into the sales, the HDZ is there. Yeah. I am hoping over this weekend to get back to business as usual. Yeah. My high blood pressure seems to be settling down. Yeah, it was Avon Valley. It got massive, and I let it get to me. I did. It was my fault. Sometimes it's yeah, you let things get to you. Right. So do we stick the? We don't really need to stick that unless we need the straw, and we don't need to grab anything off the fields yet. So yeah, I think we're actually all right. I'm loving how many tractors we've got on this. Right, so then, yeah, there's a few bits and bobs of grass missing there as well. We've got that the forage thing. We've got that. Oh, hang on a minute. I believe we have some harvest to do. I just saw gold, as in with my eye, not with anything else. Yes, 9 and 10. Of course, barley is early. Oh, and 17. Likewise, so we have 3 fields of barley. So do you know something? It's about time. Oh. Trailer. And this is my point. That's the bad side of having such a massive trailer. Do I buy another one? We can afford it. Another, but a new, like a normal. But if I'm going to do that for the first time ever, I'm actually going to change the TARDIS colour so I know which is the big and which is the small. Yeah, otherwise it is going to be very confusing. I do like the fact we've actually almost owned about half of the fields on the map, which is a nice place to be. And this, of course, I know we don't need the money anymore, but the business model was the seeds. And oh, I nearly went over that field. That's actually a field. Yeah, we're going into the seed. So our barley and our wheat are going to the seed model. We're not actually selling crop in the traditional sense. Our business model is our business model. And I am almost 100% positive that that's full crop. I think I was right that the smaller one is the one that does chaff. I'm almost sure I'm right in saying that. I'm almost tempted to actually test that now. So yeah, for the first time ever, although I love the TARDIS, I did say this as well, that I would probably feature this as a starting trailer almost always, a little bit like I have done the 70 tonner, because it's so good value. It's like 17,500. I think it is the carrot. You can pretty much see that with different colours, but the carrot obviously max size is 22.5 and the TARDIS is 30 tons. It's not that much of a difference. Obviously the Unreal one that we've got, which I never would have bought, that's a different matter. Yeah, so we're going to go for the traditional TARDIS, but I am going to colour it different so we know which one is which just by looking at it. These are good as well. I like these. Actually, do we feature that instead? We do. It is mainly, I'm trying to think, we can't shift TMR, can we? That's not TMR, that's the other one. That's what do you call it? The intermediate, or is it TMR? No, I don't know. It has got green bits in it. I don't think it is actually. No, TMR's that one. Oh no, actually no, it is TMR. It can do. It's the other one that's that other symbol with more green in it. Yeah, that is TMR, I think. Let's have a look properly as if we were. Yeah. I know silage is the brown one. Sorry, no, yeah, the brown one with the walls that's showing the silo walls, isn't it? let's have a quick look. Let's get out of that and let's have a look on this just to remind myself of the the icons. I don't look close enough. You just do it, and then obviously, oh, hang on, I think it's right at the top. It's one of the first things, first sets. Digestate, straw, silage, TMR. It is a TMR, fantastic. So actually, for what we want to do, that actually will suit us down to the ground, and it is nice to try to feature all the trailers and not. It's not boring. I mean, it's a bit like I always used to do the 70-tonner for the same reason. It's actually going. I always keep going on about this, and it is just the way my mind is, and that's efficiency. It's inefficient to choose. I mean, that's not a bad one. And again, yes, you can go the Unreal, which I never would, and I think it's a 30-tonner max with the extension. Yeah, the realistic. So. I suppose actually thinking about it, that is just as good, but then you'd need to go gooseneck. The weird thing about that is if you're using it for workers, they open the doors at the back, but that's not really going to affect us at all. That's 11,250. Why have I not been doing this? Because that's quite good as well. H2 Studios. That does everything. Yeah, well, we're going to do it. Actually, it's true. I had forgotten about that. Sometimes you've got to remind yourself of your old friends. And the other thing is, obviously, it's looking completely different from the other one, which I like. Right, we're zoomed out a little bit for some reason. I keep saying this about doing things in 4K and then zooming out. Then it looks no different to any other sort of thing because you're not getting all your pixels. It's done at a great distance, so you're wasting all that. Yeah, I think we are going to repair this. We don't need to repair the header, and we're going to test it on the edge of one of these fields because I'm almost sure it's chaff. Sorry, it's not. Here's the point. Yeah, no, it is. It's whole crop though. It does grass as well, so you can use it as a mower. No, that's not what I'm trying to do. Oh, it's right hand side again. One of those. Repair, yes. I'm trying to keep my repair settings at 100% costs, but I'm slowing them down on almost every Let's Play. I'm going to see if I can cope with it, because it really does drive me crazy, the actual full costs for little tiny repairs. Just so exorbitant. Right. I had a lovely comment from Marty, which is a cracking comment about... teaching other people. I've got to be honest, I feel equally blessed that the Dust Bunny was the lady that I remember that taught me how to use the yeah, I always did that when I was cutting trees, and it did the same on the tree stump, because you can use, as most people know, you can use this to actually cut tree stumps. But Dust Bunny said if you cut downwards. Now, didn't realise that. She taught me that if you cut downwards, you actually do the trunks better, and she's right, spot on. So again, there are many people. Marty actually more than any. Kevin likewise, yeah. Avid commenters that have taught me an awful lot and led me to mods and understandings that I didn't have. So I'm going to say, I'm going to put it down to teamwork. Yeah, the team, literally all of the people that have made comments and have been on my side and helped me is equally. You've taught me so much as well, all of you, really. It's been quite amazing, the journey, really. And it is lovely to hear from you all, it truly is. Right, so then, this is the one through there. We're approaching now. Yeah, I mean, we'll do something about these trees. I do think we'll probably hire something like the Malwar, which I had a bit of a go on the tree challenge map, and I realised it's not really for me, because I would immediately just turn to farmlands like I did to Silverhorn, because yeah, I've done trees to death. I did it to trees to death at the beginning of FS90, and Silverhorn was a special because that's really, it is what it is. So yeah, right, let's just stop worker. We're going to quickly have a little bit of a go just on the edge of this field with that, but I'm almost sure that it's when I first had this, I had a dream that it would actually do crop. You know, that it would be like a harvester, stroke forage harvester. But no, that dream is not real. Ah, it's this actually. No, I'm not quite in the middle. No, I can see. I can see. Yeah, and we need to unfold. And we also, yeah, we can grab our own trailer. So do you know something? We will. We need to stick this behind though, and then we'll just have a little tiny go at the crop. I suppose no, I'm not going to load it and save it. No, that's a little bit of overkill. We can just nip the edge of the field just to see if I'm right. But I'm almost sure. Ah, that's right. No, that's what I saw. Obviously, we all know that if you're chaffing, really, you're going from crop to chaff, the best possible one is corn. And that, if I remember rightly, is what was missing. So it will do whole crop. I am right. I'm sort of misleading myself very slightly. If we go to forage harvester headers, and I also learnt another thing yesterday about the Laker Tech, which we are going to have on Ohio Richlands. Yeah, we are. I was going to do a storyline on Ohio Richlands. I'm not sure, really not sure about whether I do or I don't, because it could throw. I might use it as a wild card. We'll see. But yeah, I'm totally unsure as to whether I'm going to run with that or not. All right, one second. Just I've uploaded 3 Balkanskas overnight to YouTube, and that computer has been on all night. So now let me just quickly shut that off and shut my telephone, and I am all yours. Right, let's have a look. Yeah, the Laker Tech. I didn't realise, because it shows the fact this machine can harvest the indicated crop types. To me, it indicated, like some of the others, that you actually pick up with it. Not so. No, it actually puts headers on. Now, it will accept this Kemper header. I think it accepts all of them, but this specifically, it's not part of the LH2, the Laker Tech pack actually, but it does accept it because I tested it yesterday on a Volcano Island that I've been just having a bit of a play with. Again, I have recorded. I'm thinking we may do that as a future map. I'd like to do it now, but we've got too much on, so I'm not going to be silly as I have been in the past. Yeah, now the comfort support wheels, they can be used because they are the Kemper support wheels, but you do only use, I had an idea that you could use that with anything to support anything, but you can't. It only supports the Kempers. You can't. Now the other thing you've got to be aware of is if you were using that header, it's 750 horsepower. That means if you were going to put that on, there's no horsepower requirements for the actual units. It's quite clearly sort of shows you as no horsepower, if I can get to it again. Yeah, it shows no horsepower. That's because it's like a pass-through that actually uses these. But the one good thing is, to use these doesn't require too much, so you can use it as a pickup. If a little bit of an expensive one, that would be 105,500 to pick up all kinds of straw. And you can see this does support the additional straw mod by the fact it shows so many straws. So yeah, and the class one likewise, I think it would probably support that as well. I'm sure it does. And well, yeah, you can use whichever one you want. And these all are obviously a pack actually that support all of those ones. Right, now let's get on to what we were really here for. Yeah, so if you want to use that, it is amazing. I know now. I looked at, well, I learnt most of it myself. I also went to the Looney Farm Sim guide to actually see a little bits of it. Yeah, so yeah, there's another class pickup. Right, now anyway, let's get on with our bits. Yes, if you look closely at the header we've got, there's no corn showing there. If you go to that one, there is corn showing there. So it is that one if I was going to do it for chaff for corn, really, and that was my purpose, truthfully. So that one doesn't, but it will chaff all those, but it also will do grass. So that is the main reason you'd buy that. And obviously that picks up, that's a pickup and not a yeah, again, so you could use this for what we're already doing. So going forwards, it's not a bad little thing. I'd like to try the class, this one here, because this again is similar, very reasonable. Never tried it, and it's got a 2 meter pickup, so smaller than I'm used to. I'm used to using this, but it's a 2.4. But it'd be nice that was 25,000 instead of 28,900. I love that by Pepe. But it is got like a almost like the TARDIS, but it's a destructive TARDIS where it stores it and then loses it. So yeah, it's yeah, that's the manual pipe version of the Lakertech. I personally wouldn't want to do that. These are the ones that come with the Lakertech, and that is naturally a 6 meter for 510 horsepower. What I'm wanting to do on Ohio Richlands, just as a I know I do this a little bit. I'm a bit naughty with this. Yeah, cross. When you're talking about one Let's Play and another, but you just want to show you also because the tractor itself is well worth actually looking at, and that is this Magnum, which is an 886 horsepower. Now that you could legitimately swap out and use with the really big forage headers that really do take monstrous amounts. If we look for one of the 9s with 120,000 ones, I believe they are. Yeah, 7.5, there we go, 9 meters, it would be 750 horsepower. You could use that big Magnum and you could actually use that legitimately with its weight and everything else and its power as a forage harvester. Now that, at that point, becomes quite reasonable. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, the header's 120, but it is anyway, so that's immaterial. So that's 120,000, 205,000, and you've got yourself. I mean, yeah, you would have to have the big tractor to begin with, but most Let's Plays, a lot of people have. The thing is with that is obviously, no, we don't need to do it. We've just proved it. Well, I don't really need to do that at all now. Now we need to. In fact, yeah, we might as well keep that on. Now we're not going to actually do the test because we've just proved it from the actual menus that this will turn that to forage, but who is going to do that? We're going into the seed business. We're not trying to rip our field. It's not a good yield on almost any, is it? Let's be honest. So I think there was a reason in the old game that you could do that, but this would make a good mower. I mean, the beauty of this is it is a jack of all trades. It steers on a dime as well. That is another thing I am going to say. Right, we finally want to grab the Russell mash. Yeah, so we will, next time we pull that out, we're going to get rid of this, not because I don't like it, but because it's done damage, and it's sort of, yeah, I made it fit because I had to, but really the 4.5 meter is suiting them that better. It really is. Right, let's grab this. And we'll use our new, really, realism. Let's go around the right way. I think we're going to have to pull backwards, left, and then go right, because I think we're going to scrape the rocks otherwise. Do we need to repair? Oh, we do need some fuel. We haven't bought any fuel yet, have we? Yeah, I keep threatening to go and buy some tubs of fuel. Yes. But do you know something? We're going to go the other way, because the head is not going to hurt the... In fact, actually, yeah. No, it's not. That's canola. That's August, I believe, from the top of my head. Yeah, yeah, we did do the animals. We've checked already. Definitely. Yeah, I think the grass is about where it needs to be for what we're trying to do. Yeah, and I can safely lean over this as long as my wheels don't touch it. So we're good. I suppose, yeah, it's not, the wheels stick out. I mean, this header is pretty much the same size as the Cedar, but the Cedar's got wheels that go additionally wide, which makes it that little bit more like 5.4 meters, you could say, ish. So then it really does get to, on this map, bits where, yeah, it's are we going to do this manually? I'm going to time that's it, because we're not going to do just the one field. We're going to go bang, bang, bang. So yeah, I'm going to say my words, and we should chat afterwards. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. think that's us done. I think that's all the fields that were ready today. Let's have a quick look. I can't see. Yes, everything that we have got is, yeah, and the next are really very deep green. So yeah, apart from 16, which is our sorghum, so that's going to be a little late. So then again, we know that we're not, these are small fields, which is why I'm able to do this map at the minute. It is, I'm trying to, yeah, Avon, the big, I'm hoping, I think I'm going to try it over the weekends. It was just monstrous, and I allowed it to push me around the stress. Yeah, I did. Or normally I'm not even better than that. I can actually cope with it, but yeah, sometimes it's an indicator of things going on in your life, as in like things that you're unaware of. Yeah, your human psyche is a deep canny beast. You don't always know what's going on at a deeper level. So yeah, so this that is a point. Can we do that particular thing for this crop? I'm really not sure. I think we can. I know you can. I get a little bit mixed up because this is different to the Omatana. This does things that barley does. It does do barley, wheat, oats, and sorghum. Fantastic. It does. Right, smashing. So we've got nearly 5 tons. We are going to leave. Yeah, we've got. Yeah, so are we going to get the straw up? Because otherwise, I think it's going to be quite a short episode. I don't quite think we're there yet. No, even though it's not going to be terribly short, but right, switch your engine off. Yeah, we'll, not sure which field we shall end up with you next, but I think we will grab the windrower. No, yeah, no, we do. It's still going to make this better. We'll stick this in and we'll stick that on, and it's the back end again. The seeds, as we know, is between. Yeah, I start looking in November because you can get highs. And then we'll go. It's. I think it's January. I think, or December, January. We'll have a look closer to the time, but I know it's around that, so I'm really not worried about that at this very moment. So yeah, we are now getting to the stage where we've got quite a few traders. Wow, this is so nimble. I was so impressed that this could. I know, obviously, wheels are the thing that enable anything. It still had to pull 100 and something tons. That has impressed me. It's only 135 horsepower. Its low centre of gravity and all the rest of it really make this quite phenomenal. Now then, I think this is a proper tip, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Right, fantastic. Are we gonna? Yeah, we will switch it on now. Or do we? Yeah, because it's a separate process. Really, I think it should do this overnight, or actually through the day, as we're doing this. Really. So we want. We do need to. Have we got any manure in at the minute? We haven't. That's true, but we could do the manure straw plus slurry, and we could go and grab some slurry to do that. That is going to assist us because it doesn't need a lot, and that's going to turn that into manure, which we seem to need quite a lot. So then let's go grab the little Zeta. We will also stick that in there. We did switch that on, and then we're going to go and grab the windrower. I'll probably create the courses off camera. Now then, let's. I realise this was actually not fully. I'm trying to think of the word. I'm not. Yeah, I am. I'm thinking. Unfolded. Yeah, it wasn't. It was folded, but obviously still the capacity. I apologise for that. Yeah, I looked at it in editing and thought you had that. I must have clicked it by yeah, because I never fold this really. I just leave it up. I don't see personally the point in that particular you don't really need this. I think I started the Zeta's engine. I think I already started it. You can usually tell from its little. No, I didn't. I was going to say I can't see the smoke. So, oh, we actually did. We start to feel some. That's why it's not got so much in, because we did actually do that. So if we stick that, it's a very slow fill on this, but I think that's down to the fill rate of the actual mod, not the of the slurry, the self-made shed, not this, because this fills as quickly as things allow it to fill. I think it's a bit of a monster, the same as the unload. I think. I might be talking nonsense, but I do think some of it is down to a bit like when you load a pallet. Some pallets are more equal than others. Some the farm farm production pack by the law. It's a bit of a slow, but I think it's standard. I don't mean that it's slow, I mean that it's a standard. But then there are, what did I feel that was super duper the other day? There was a pack. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, oh, you see, unload is tremendous. Right, so that should convert that straw into manure. That's got that in there. We will pick the grass up next time we cut the thing. We've got an additional lot of grass to do. So then, yeah, let's stick this back outside. We need to be grabbing the windrower, and I do believe the that's already poised for action on the on the back of one of our fields. I saw it. Right, so then, fantastic. Let's grab. Yeah, it is funny, and it is obviously this is not used very much because it really is a bit out of place. We sort of bought that early on because it was the first big tractor we'd seen forever. So yeah, it's right. Let's drop that down. What are we? Yeah, we only need. No, we don't need that at all. We do need the what I just emptied. That's I do believe, which is on the Massey. So we don't really need us at all. But we will. Yeah, no, we're not going to go across there. I do like the authenticity of the silo, the clamp. I think that is so like real life. It's unbelievable. It really is. Not the easiest to work with, but it is very authentic. That I am going to definitely say. So let's grab the Massey. Let's take that, and we're going to windrow those fields. Oh, I suppose we could do follow me, really, for this. Switch this on and just stick follow me on and put it right behind the windrower. Seems quite a decent thing to do on this particular map. It's more manual than anything else, so I think that's not a bad idea. Yeah, so we are going to be getting rid of our faithful cedar because it is probably slightly out of, yeah, not really the best for this map. Now, I'm sure I've seen it. Did I start the farm? I did. I can see the smoke coming out of it. It's a wisp of smoke. Right, so I think we are right. We will stick that on follow. But yeah, we've got to re-stick it on follow. If you ever use implements like this on follow me where you want them to harvest, you need to have got it ready. It will follow, but you need to have stuck this on the on position, and it needs to be down. Now obviously I'm showing you, I'm not going to leave that going on the roads like that, but that is what you need to do if you're going to use follow me to actually harvest. Right, let's follow the farm all. Fantastic. Right then, so I think we are best now to, actually there's the fields at the top. Right, we need to get those trees. They were a real pain for doing the harvest. I mean, really painful. Terribly were. I was trying to keep the straw on the fields. That's why I kept stopping a little, because I thought I'm going to lose this on the roads and I'm not going to be able to get it. So right now then, to pick this up, we need to go to this. Now you used to be able to do some of this from within. Yeah, it won't. You have to stop the worker, lower it, and then put it on follow again. Now I need to try to remember the keys for. Am I offsetting? It's Alt, I think. I'm doing the wrong keys. It's Shift, I think. I can't remember. Oh, no, it won't. It won't. No, let's do this on camera because all the people really want to know this as well. Is it? I'm sure it is Alt, and it's like QWSAD and all those, but you have to press a key as well. No, I've opened up my Microsoft menu. Is it Control and Alt or is it Shift and Alt? No, Shift and Alt is for that. Let's reset that. Right, let's look. We're going to look at the key configs because, say, other people may well have this same question on how do you do this. It is so we need to look at key bindings, and we are looking for I don't want to see it. Front loader grain. I do apologise for this for those who know it already, but yeah, there are some people always at a different stage of the game that you're really trying to help as well, that don't really know about this type of thing. So yeah, follow me, I believe should be. Yeah, we're getting there now. Palette autoload, bale, better contracts, realistic colour, courseplay. Follow me, right, it's the right control. FS, W, D and A, right, smashing. There we go, so it's right control. So then, are we following? We are right control. What we want to be doing is, yeah, that. I want to be 10 metres away. Oh, right, okay, that is about as close as you can get. And then now, it literally should follow right behind our worker and should grab the straw straight away. We won't get the messages, I don't think, on... Now, there is one where it does show you the messages for the forage, yeah, for what it... Because it isn't really... Well, no, I don't suppose it is it? It's just grabbing... No, it is. It is a proper forage wagon, isn't it? That's my point. But it's weird when the worker does it. I don't think it does the warning thing. Luckily, as I said, these fields are so tiny that we really can sort of get away with this. Right. Should, if I go forwards, completely get everything that we did ourselves. Let's fold that up. And is there a... No, I think we're just better to go. It's a long way round the way that I took us the last time, but I didn't, with the Rossel mash, I didn't want to be wrestling with the trees again. This away. Yeah, you've got to sort of ignore the fact that, because I'd have to keep jumping out and stopping it. We know its header, its forage pickup is down. In real life, would the worker do that? No, of course they wouldn't. So you've got to allow some of these game mechanics type not quite there to actually just do what they've got to do, really, because it's a simulation, but it's not perfect. Now then, we need to put that down. And yeah, there's too many trees here. I'll be glad on me I've got rid of these. Yeah, it really is. I find it very difficult to actually find an angle here to avoid seeing the trees. But it's not very nice for camera angles and all the rest of it. So now then, let's keep our eye on. We don't want to be. Yeah, it's getting there. It's getting there. Oh, it does still do it. Oh, fantastic. So that's 80%. So we're not going to finish this field, certainly. And it will tell us when it's full. Which, now that... Yeah, brilliant. That is fantastic. So we'll quickly grab that. Stick that up. You didn't need... yeah, that's one of the only things that really annoys me a little bit. I mean, can you imagine this if you'd got the little Zeta? That takes ages to start. It really does drive you. And obviously that is the one thing. There is, again, I do like realism. I have that on purpose because I can use the automatic engine starter to start instantly, but I don't like to do that. It's not realistic. So I try to play realism all the way now, including running at 1 speed and everything. I'm trying to play as realistically as possible, within the realms of the game mechanics, as in with all things. I thought I'd got it on follow then, but this is the follower. It's amazing how confused. It is true what I keep saying as well. It is the fact that your concentration's really I'm thinking about conversation with yourselves and keeping that flow going and relying on your automatic skills with the equipment that you're driving, and which is why sometimes you're not, when you're a little tired as well, like on a Friday night when you just come back from work and you're going to do a session, then obviously at that point your brain is not at its best, and what did I notice in editing a couple of days ago? I often use the wrong words, like I'll say silage when I mean TMR, and yeah, it's a similar word. Also, sometimes you say what you see, you'll see a thing and you'll talk about the trailer, and that's not what you're meant to do at all. It's because you sort of concentration split, but it's more on the conversation with yourselves than it is on the equipment, because you're hoping that you're skilled with the equipment. Now, the one good thing about this, if we put that down, observe that rule, and then follow, it should, I think, remember the last setting and go to 10 meters, which it does. You can see the at the bottom of the screen the V10, so it remembers the settings. That will only last for the session. It does go away like next session, it will forget that, but it is really useful for if you follow me as such a versatile sort of thing. If you are trying to sort of move away from well, I mean, this map seems to suit. Now then, don't reverse. That's the one thing I am going to say. Yeah, or it'll do weird things. Yeah, there are some things, as I said, and that's learning your tools, isn't it? The things that you're doing and what works best for what. Let's spin this around. I think we should get all of this time. We'll spin to the left, but bearing in mind that it's got a fairly decent. Should have really used the AB, although the Massey is still a good steerer. It's just that you can't always use it. You'd be using the AB all the time if you were just going to do it for that reason. Yeah, the Massey is a really good steerer, truthfully. A little bit like fence, unless you go for I went for the cheap fence, and that's I did it on the Valley of the Old Farm. I don't know if we'll get this little patch. Now that's the cheap range of the fence, and you can tell its steering is awful, whereas a normal fence, the proper high range fence, oh right, let's switch you off now. Well, it's annoying me that I know your pickup is. Now we'll stick you on follow. Yeah, I know you can just do it, but I just don't want. I know it's doing it, so it goes against the realism that I'm training in my sort of brain to sort of take over from. In some areas, we've all got bits blind spots where we do things wrongly that annoy people, and also different things annoy different people. Yeah. So I do think we're going to definitely do some forestry to a tree devourer, I'm thinking. But we are going to need somewhere to store that. That is the honest truth. So we're going to need some kind of. Well, we either unfortunately get rid of that silo. I think that's empty, isn't it? I think we've got to. It's holding up the Let's Play and causing issues because I can't store things in a. But I'm almost sure we haven't got anything in that. Oh, have we got 10 tons of straw in it? Or we'll have a go. I didn't think we had, but perhaps we did. Well, it's the only thing that I can think that would read having 10 tons in it, because it shouldn't show in the production menu. That's separately. So if we look at the production, that should show straw, but that's a different sort of set. So right, I am right. So let's quickly go and grab. We need to swap this over. I think we are. This is the last ride, and it's not because I don't like it, and it sort of suits authenticity wise. There we go. That's what we want. Oh, so you can have both out. You can have the in and the out. Okay, well there you go. Didn't realise that. I thought you could only have one or the other. Let's go grab the straw and we'll stick that in there, and we're going to convert that to manure with the slurry conversion, and then yeah. I think we are going to have to start to use the two sheds though, really, for the equipment instead of strewing it all over the place, because I know it annoys other people even if it doesn't annoy me, and there is absolutely no point in having a shed if you're not going to use it, is there really? So yeah, I concur. We've got bits of equipment strewn all over the place. Right, let's see. I think we must have straw in here, and then we are going to No, I'm completely selected. Now, is that why? Let's switch this on for a minute. No, we want the grain cho. Do we need to do the other one then? Will it only do one or the other? Is that the problem? Or does it not recognise this for the straw? Okay, well, that is interesting. Right, so then let's go grab the... Unless, of course, there is nothing. I suppose the real way to do this is to stand here, isn't it? The silo is empty. Total capacity 50,200. So where's the straw then? Where's the 10 ton of straw? Right, anyway, that's immaterial. We are, yeah, let's pull this out of the way though, or we're not going to be able to do this. Yeah, I would still want small though. I don't want to go massive. It suits the thing. I'm trying to stick in authentically. I am trying to observe that type of thing because I've never been good at that. I usually just like charge through a Let's Play, go for just what's on sale. I mean, like a bit like I did that, but we needed that at the time. We were struggling, so yeah, I do stick by that. But I am not using it much now. It doesn't mean to say it's not really got a place in this Let's Play. It is a bit of a white elephant, but it was one that was needed to sort of get us through quite early on, and also is useful for tugging trees around. You could stick the Tajfan on and leave it really, or for tugging the big trailer around. It probably would be a suitable thing for that going forwards. Right, so then build mode. Yeah, it is with great regret that I actually do this, if I'm honest. I know yes, now that could have been the storage for that. Ah, it was. Harvest income. It had 10 tons of straw in it. Yeah, let's just shift that as well. I'm not sure that I'm going to get exactly the right place. That isn't a bad idea, actually. It probably is a wise thing to stick this on that. We've got the lorry, though, haven't we? Again, it is. Its function. We could... Yeah, there's not... Well, I suppose we could. It is true. We could stick that in the shed that we're just on about storing things in sheds. We could easily stick that as far forward as possible and leave that in there. Oh no, it isn't. I was thinking it was the, yeah. I know it sticks out. It's too big, but yeah, it's at least it's observing what we should be observing. Yeah, I think I obviously did, but straw must be not worth anything on this. So, are we going to stick this? I do think I like that actually. The fact that the silo is a central part of this. We have got to be careful though, because that back wall there, if we do something drastic or try to stick it too far back, it's going to do things. So do you know something? I think what we ought to do is save the game, which is usually the thing that I forget to do, and then totally stuff things up. Whereas at least if we do this, it is very uneven. You can see the way that it goes up to like a hill. I think we need to use V mode. That way it's going to do the least impact to the ground. What, smallest silo I think is the American silo, although no, yeah, the one that I use in a pinch, which I've used as a main silo on many a Let's Play, is, yeah, that's very wide still. The we can't use view. No. Oh wow. Yeah. Do we stick that the other way then, so we don't disrupt that, and stick that here? I think it's we could V mode it. I think it's because it's too close to that. It's yeah, very unobtrusive. If we did it in V mode there, we'd have to fix the ground a little. It's almost taking up the same space as the multi-fruit buying. Now that's the one thing we have got to do if we're going to do that though, is make sure that we can get equally past. I think we're going to need to do it that way. There's too many trees in the way grabbing focus. Yeah, we need to sort of observe that we can get to the multi-fruit without... Yeah, that's not bad. Let's V mode on. Place that down. And let's do some smoothing to get so we can see the grate again. It's the only bad thing about using V mode. well, there's quite a bit of bad things about using V mode, but it does have its place. It's my iPad. Right, okay, yeah, the defence I think is doing something. What we could do is get rid of the fence and then put it back afterwards. It's because that's an object, and so therefore I don't really mind at the minute, because now obviously the bad thing is actually that is true. Do we tweak the fence a little bit to sort of stick it out a little bit and sort of do a little bit of a bubble? I know this is costing us, I know only too well. If we do this from there, oh no, we don't want you to go red, and that there, and that. I think that's enough. It could have actually been that. We'll have to just quickly get out of that and move that piece of wood that I put there a long time ago that I thought I'd get away with. I mean, I did it on camera, I'm not, but yeah, it's now in the way. Oh no, I haven't lost it. It just was taking a moment to track, and there's another piece there. I think that's it. That could have been the object that actually was stopping it as well. So we're going to do two things. We shall see if it will now allow us to do the grey, or whether that other fence is a little bit too close as well. Should try it again. So smoothing, soften, even. I can still call it smoothing. Let's go small and see if actually. No, wait, it's not letting us do it. Wonder if level would work. Yeah. Now if we go from the side of that. Let's go bigger. Yeah, that was not bad. That sort of did it. It didn't like doing it though. Yeah, it's quite a good trick, that is. One thing that I did learn as we've gone through this. Now let's do smooth there. No, I think it's going to be level again, if I'm honest. No, it's not. It's smooth. Yeah, is that particular trick. You go bigger if you need to do something like that right now, then fence. Let's get over this side and let's pull this. Now we can tweak the road a little bit. The game will let us do it, so I think we put a bit of a kick in the road. Just, I know technically it's a little bit naughty. Do we allow it? It is a little bit naughty, really. Is it not? Is it that fence? No, it's not. It's like the corrally type fence, a little bit in. This bit here is what we're looking for. I think what we're going to do is, yeah, we're going to go to the edge of the road like that. What we're going to do, actually, yeah, I reckon we're going to go a little bit further and then get rid of it a little bit more. Or is that going to achieve anything? No, I think that'll do, actually. Do want to put a little bit of grass down though to make it. Again, we can afford it now also to repair that over there. No, I don't want different types of grass. That's the only reason I do this. I hate doing the grass. It is so expensive. It really is. It just seems so. Now we want to do some painting green first though. We can't. Yeah, the palette is very, very small on this. That's one thing. I think it was Nexus first map. I might be wrong, but no, I don't know. All the map makers do that. I mean, it's not got precision farming. That was the biggest no-no to me. But yeah, I got back up from that one, and we tried again, and I'm glad I did. It's a beautiful map. It is. One definitely worth doing. But yeah, things like this, I think it adds a little bit more realism if you have got a palette to work with. I do love it when they give you the cobbles, and map makers like that, and even the green, you can see. I think that's a bit more realistic. If I could do that, I would never go to this extent. I'm just trying to cover the fact you can see the white. Not sure if it's going to be that bad when you actually look at it from above. Right, we need to put some grass. Yeah, this actually disguises quite a bit, which I actually quite like. Yeah, it sort of hides things like bumps and that in the ground. But it is so expensive. There is a mod that you can do free, but it also then affects things like what did it? Oh, it affected grapes. Adelshoven. I literally planted a thing of grapes, like free grass and something else. It was called. I didn't realise it affected anything like fences. Yeah, anything, including because your grapes and olives are sort of fences, so it affected that as well, which was quite. Yeah, no, that was not what I thought. So, right, so we've got that in instead. Is that we've put a bit of a kick in the road, but we've not. Yeah, we're not really taking liberties. No, the road is still there. It's just there's no room now. We're literally at the edge of the road. So we've got to pull slightly this side, really. But to be honest, we often go over our field anyway, and it's only going to affect us. This is all our fields, so this road is for us, even if we don't own the road. I mean, technically in real life you probably would, because it would be your land. It's not like a common road, like a council road in this instance. So now we've got rid of that, we can do, at least we've got that both are serviceable still, because I have done that before. We do that and then you can't get into the multi-fruit buying because you've put that too far forwards. Yeah, there is another one, but it's got like a back thing, but it's still, this takes up only the same amount of time. Now it's total capacity 9 million litres, so it's a beaut of a thing really for what we paid for it. So yeah, we've got over that one problem. I think we'll leave this session here. I think we've done everything we need to do. We've got the straw out, we've got that. Do we speed time up a little bit to see, do we go through till tomorrow morning? I think we will, yeah, and we'll also check the sales. I'm going to leave the animals though till tomorrow. Yeah, that'll be future me's problem, not present me's problem. So we'll do that. We have let's just check before we do that, make sure we have done our productions, all that we want done. Yeah, solid fertilizer, manure to slurry. Yeah, we've got that churning along. That should bring us some money in. I don't know that, did we do? Yeah, the manure's nearly gone. The slurry we've also stuck on to the straw plus slurry, so it's going to take most of that for that. Water, we don't need water for any of these. So I think it's only the herbicide one, isn't it, the water? Oh no, is it the straw and slurry? No, it's not. No, it's not that either. So fantastic. Yeah, the seeds from barley, we shall see that in the morning. And of course I had to clock the keyboard, because I usually do. Right, 8 o'clock still at the minute, although we are beginning to get to the harvest time where the year's going to turn the other way soon. This is where we are going to leave it. We shall of course check the sales over breakfast, but great demand at both farmers market and sell everything. Amazing. Forage mixer. Now we're buying it, aren't we? Yeah, if I'd come earlier I may have done that. That's a 35 cubic metre for 24,000. Do we go? No, I think we've got enough, if I'm honest. Tanker trailer. That wouldn't be a bad idea. I have had that. Well, it had a slow run rate. It does everything though, as you can see. The only thing I had against it was it's slow. Yeah, it was a slow. Was it empty or fill? I don't know if it was both. I think it was both actually. I was using it for digestate on Greenlands. It was one of the last purchases I bought. I'm just going to check our equipment. I'm sure we haven't got anything like that. I'm not, but I could have left it down at the. No, it would show in trailers still, even though it really is a tanker. No, we haven't. So let's grab that. Of course, I know we've got the little 20 tonner, but I think we could easily make use of that for that kind of cost. It is just very, very good. Yeah, 19,000. I know you can still buy the. I think that was it. It was 40 tons normally. I think the 82 Studios, and again, that's what so that's 20,660. Let's have a look at the 82 Studios one. I'm sure it's less than that anyway. Yes, it's again, it costs you more to go to the 100 tons on, but if I remember rightly, it was I thought, I'm not going to use that again. I've never taken it out, and it does come up in the sales, but I'm almost sure it still doesn't beat the 82 Studios or it's so close that I'd still go with the 82 Studios because its rate of discharge and pickup is almost second to none. Another thing why 82 Studios, a bit like Royal Christie and the big names, often pay attention to things like that really make the difference. Is it miscellaneous there? It's got to be. Or did I just go past it? I'm sure I was in trailers. Sure it is. I think I've just gone whizzing past it. Yeah, that's that one. If not, it is in miscellaneous. I know there's some in different sort of spots, aren't there, than in others. But yeah, I know that. Yeah, that's what I say. It's weird. The Tanker Juniors, they're all in there. Yeah, it's got to be. It's got to be in miscellaneous. Yeah, so there's a mix of all sorts in here, isn't there? Tried that one. I think that was exactly the same as well. That was a good one, but it's again, I know things change sometimes. These are brilliant. No, it's not these. It's not those ones I'm thinking about. Yeah, again, I don't know about those because being spoilt with things like the 82 Studios. These are the ones I was thinking of. They don't do digestate and slurry. Otherwise, I'd probably have these as my number one tanker, as in like starter. They are just so reasonable, and of course trailer as well as. What's that one? 16 tonner, 25,000. It is in here. That's the what? It's 52,000 normally, so it's a good price. But then when you compare that to the 67 tonner, which is 21,000, but it's discharge rate as well. So do you know something? We are going to buy one, but we're going to buy that because that on offer is only marginally more, and we'd have. Yeah, let me show you. Let me not just. I want it to be the bigger one. Oh, actually, that makes it's a grand. Oh no, it's not. That's not giving me any. That's not changed at all. So that is good. It really is. Again, I'm not so worried about the capacity more than the discharge rate. To me personally, is more of an important thing. Right, I believe we probably have got a few things ready for harvest this month, but that is future me's thing. But it would be nice to. Oh, the fields are gold. They really are. Yeah. So all we've got left after this is the sorghum. Yeah, these are our last fields. So we will check because we will have. Tick up on the money. Nothing special because we're not really selling an awful lot. The fertiliser, there wasn't a lot in there, but that it will be that's sold. Yeah, straw. I can switch that off now. Yeah, we need to. I've not switched the silage on. Yeah, so we've got a full thing of silage, and then there's another 25 tonne in that trailer. That will now do. Yeah, that's why I don't like switching things on and off. I always leave these on like as that they were, because obviously not doing anything if it's not active. But right, so solid fertiliser, manure and slurry. Let's switch that off for now. Seeder and barley is done for now, and the manure, straw, slurry is done for now. Let's have a look at the out. There's a bit of straw left, so it couldn't quite convert some. So then. Yeah, with the limes as is, 48 tonnes of manure now. Fantastic for using in our own processors. Seeds. I did not. 4 point. Yeah, exactly. It's a straight conversion, isn't it? So we've got nearly 5 tonnes of seeds to sell at the end of the year. Yeah, we knew. I mean, it did. It started us going. It did actually bring in enough money to start us into our other businesses. The fertiliser business is obviously the most lucrative of all that we've got in that production shed, but all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do. I hope that you stick with me on these journeys, and I'm going to say goodbye for now.